Right now it's 7:35, and we're joined by Brad Robinson. He's a former CIA agent, and now he operates the Millennium Group. That's a private security firm that's based in West Palm Beach. And we wanted to talk to you this morning because you do have expertise when it comes to foreign affairs, but also security issues around big events that involve politicians and things like that. This is a big one of those big events. Talk about just the level of security that we've seen already at the Lynn University campus.
Well, they really have stepped up security for this. Obviously, there's going to be a big contingent of Secret Service agents in attendance. They have been here already for probably a week or more in advance, doing their advanced preparations. In addition to that, they'll be supported by probably hundreds of local and state law enforcement agencies. And it's pretty impressive, the security program they put together.
And it's not just the Lynn University campus, because they're staying in the area in Palm Beach County tonight, some of them, and definitely tomorrow night. They're staying at hotels and other places. The security measures, they have to move where these people go. So just talk about how hard that is to do, but it's got to work very, flawlessly.
One of the reasons they send these agents in well ahead of time is they do what's called an advance, which means they'll go to each and every location that those candidates are going to be attending, even if it's only briefly, even if it's only a 5-minute stop off at an elementary school. They'll go and they'll do a complete security assessment of that situation, of that layout, of the transportation between point A and point B, what the alternate means of detour could be if there were an emergency or something like that, where hospitals are in case there's a medical emergency, where could they get to the quickest hospital. They run down a list of literally hundreds and hundreds of checkpoints to make sure they have everything lined up in advance.
And when it comes to these events like this, we're told in the media that they often have to do these security sweeps of buildings hours in advance of any major event like that. From what you can tell us, without revealing all the secrets of the national agencies, but just talk about the idea of what that means, a security sweep. Are we talking canines? Are we talking people, or both?
Well, they're going to have, certainly they're going to have bomb-sniffing dogs. They're going to be looking for any possible vantage points that an assassin might pick out. One of the reasons that a location is selected, in this case Lynn University, is because they've decided in advance of that selection that it's a relatively easily defendable position, that they can set up the kind of perimeter they want, keep that secure. Obviously, as I said, they're going to have uniformed officers in attendance, the regular, what we normally think of as Secret Service agents, the tall guys with the short haircuts. Mm-hmm. And they'll also have undercover guys, I'm sure, some of their younger guys dressed in, looking like students, wearing backpacks, mingling among the crowd, doing their thing. So they have it covered from all angles.
Now, this debate obviously focusing on international affairs. You've been overseas. You've done a lot of work overseas with national agencies. Do Americans, in a lot of ways, need this type of conversation to be right in front of them? Because not often are we talking as a large group about international affairs, but this will be the focus of this debate. So how important is it that this is part of the conversation that most Americans should be having, maybe around the dinner table?
It's very interesting that given the state of domestic affairs, that the international angle has taken such an important role in this election and these debates. I think it shows that Americans are becoming more and more interested in, economy aside, obviously that's always going to be issue number one for most voters, but people are starting to realize how important international affairs are and how that impacts each and every American.
Quickly, before we go, quickly tell us how we can get in contact with you if someone wants to learn more about your organization and how you can help them.
Well, our website, best to go to our website, I guess, millenniumgroup2001.com. We've been in private business here since the late 90s, and we assist businesses and law firms and individuals as well.
All right. Brad Robinson, former CIA agent, now helping us out with a range of items. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Sure.
And now